Hello, I'm Glenn Tobey. I'm a Spring Forest Shikang master and a psychotherapist. The topic of this talk is on the theme of the art of coming home. Today's focus really is on making amends. Now, I've struggled with this concept for a long, long time, and I was wondering whether I need to present it because it's complicated, maybe just for me. But it's almost like amends, making amends is like one-sided forgiveness. So in one way, like I come home, and I take this banana and I start eating it and stuff, and my wife says, "Oh, I was saving these bananas for this banana bread I was going to make tonight in order to give to our neighbors." Oh, I go, "Oh, I'm sorry, honey, I didn't know. I'm sorry I did that." So I've offered my forgiveness for my maybe thoughtlessness. Well, that's not making amends. That's asking for forgiveness. That's recognizing, but it's kind of like, that's not exactly forgiveness. So I could come home and say, I brought you this apple to make up for what I did yesterday by taking the banana. I hope you accept this as my apology. I'm really sorry for acting thoughtless yesterday. No, that's not really making amends either. Nice gift, maybe an apple or something, or flowers or whatever, but that's not making amends. So in one sense, making amends is like, I'm holding you responsible for everything that you've ever thought, everything you ever did, every emotion, every experience you've ever had your whole life. Making amends almost is holding yourself accountable for everything. Yes, you turn off now. So naturally, you can get overwhelmed. So like on a 1 to 10 scale, the making of the amends is recognizing one thing. So if I come home and I take this banana, and my wife needs it for the thing that she's going to do and bake and give to others, making amends, saying, "Oh, I think my behavior was thoughtless. And I can see that it has really bothered you because you had a hope of connecting with the neighbors on this banana bread. And next time I will try to be more aware of my own behavior and see what the impact it has on others." So that's the formula in making amends. Recognizing your own behavior, but almost more importantly, recognizing the impact it has upon someone else. And then perhaps saying it, but then making a decision to be more aware of your own behavior in relationship to others. So in AA groups and stuff, the fifth step about making amends usually is on more serious behaviors because of alcoholism, because of whatever, more pronounced behaviors that those who have been in an addictive process or other things like that, they haven't recognized what their behavior has done to somebody else. So I can look back on my life and I could say, I'm sorry to my wife, I apologize for being kind of cautious in our early marriage, and I didn't take into account, really what you wanted or what you needed. I really apologize for being so cautious or being so fearful. I can see now how that has, caused you some harm early on, or I wounded you early on. And I'll try to work on my caution. I'll try to work on trusting you more. So that cycle is what? Recognizing the behavior, recognizing, being aware of the impact, what it's done to someone else, and then taking that into account in your own awareness as you go forward in thinking or doing or behaving. So the power of making amends, the concept of making amends, really is creating a greater awareness of your own behavior or your own thoughts, that you just don't necessarily act willy-nilly as if nobody else is even around you. So the power of making amends really is the power of really co-creating, is realizing everything that you do. You are in a relationship with your partner, with a coworker, your neighbor, person on the bus, everything. So rather than everything you're going to be held accountable for, but in a way, everything you're going to be held accountable for. Awareness of your own behavior, awareness of the impact, awareness of changing your behavior. Naturally, you can get overwhelmed, shame yourself, and you just totally, but somewhere in the middle there, is paying attention to the awareness of what's happening with yourself to others. It is opening your heart and realizing, in one sense, you're doing the best you can with what you do, but be aware of what that is, aware of the impact, so that you can be even more deeply aware of what your life is like. Thank you for listening.